Hi, I'm Liz Wheadon, the General Manager here at Glengarry's. If you're looking for great quality sparkling wine, then it's hard to go past Spanish Cava. Cava is Spanish sparkling wine made the traditional way. So the name Cava actually comes from the Catalan word caves, which is where the wines used to be made. The traditional method is where the bubbles are actually produced in the bottle, as opposed to other methods of production of sparkling wine where the bubbles are added later. Cava is made all over Spain, and it's made using traditional grape varieties. The one that we're going to look at today is from Perelada. Wine has been made at Perelada since the Middle Ages, and it's one of the oldest and more established Cava producers in Spain. Perelada make a range of Cavas, and they also make red wine and white wine. We actually import some of their red wines as well, but today we're going to concentrate on their Cavas. Within the range that we import, there is their vintage wines, which we've got the rosé over here. There's also their Brut Reserve, which there's a rosé and a white within this range. And then their top Cava, which is Gran Claustro, which comes in this fantastic presentation box. Okay, so the wine that we're going to look at today is the Perelada Brut Reserva. So this is a non-vintage style of sparkling wine, so that means that the grapes can have come from a multiple number of years and they're blended together to make a style of wine. So when you taste a non-vintage sparkling wine, the idea is to produce one that tastes the same year in and year out. So there's no vintage variation. That's reserved for the vintage wines. So this one, the Perelada Brut Reserve, made from 3 native grape varieties, and neatly enough, one of the grape varieties is actually called Perelada. The other grape varieties are Macabeo and Girollo. So 3 grape varieties that are not too common in this part of the world. The production is the traditional method, and then it's aged for 15 months before it's released, which at this price point, that's quite extended aging, and that's developing a lot of the sort of more yeasty characteristics that you expect with top quality sparkling wine. The other thing with this wine is that it's 11%, I think it's 11.5 in fact, % alcohol. So that's relatively speaking quite low. So it's a great aperitif or a wine just to start the evening with. So when we have a look at the wine itself, yeah, very, very clean, very fragrant. It's got lovely florals, and you can see when you look in the glass that it's got a lovely delicate bead. So the bead is the bubbles starting at the bottom of the glass and heading up through the middle, and this is lovely and fine. And that's going to mean when you taste the wine that it's going to be nice and delicate and light on your palate. This one is very dry. It's about 8 grams per litre residual sugar, which is a very technical term, but technically it means that it's a dry wine. So it's really refreshing. It's the kind of thing you could sit out in the sun and happily enjoy a glass of. So that's the Perelada Brut Reserva. This is one of our top selling sparkling wines at Glengarry, and I think once you try it, you'll understand why. It's great for functions. In fact, it's just an all-round great quality sparkling wine. You'll find it in all of our Glengarry stores, also on our website where we deliver nationally, and of course do subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date.